Have you ever felt like you belong everywhere, but also nowhere? Maybe you have moved abroad for love, work, or a better life, but in that journey, a part of you feels lost. I get it. I've lived between cultures, navigating language barriers, misunderstood values, and that strange guilt of not being good enough or enough for any one identity. In today's video, I want to talk to you heart to heart about how to reclaim your identity as a cross-cultural person and how to care for your emotional and mental well-being through this complex journey. Whether you are a student, expat, immigrant, or in a multicultural leadership, this is for you. Let's take a breath and begin. You see, when you leave your home country, you just don't pack a suitcase. You carry your history, beliefs, values, and memories. But once you have arrived in a new place, the rules change. Suddenly, the way you greet people, how you dress, what you eat, even your accent can feel wrong or other. Many people start to over-adapt to fit in. Others withdraw and feel homesick for years after years. I've seen it for myself, I've seen it from friends, I've seen it from family members. This tension creates what we call a cultural dissonance, where your inside world and the outside culture don't align. And that's where identity confusion starts. The truth, you're not broken. You're not weak either. You're simply human, processing a very real emotional experience. First is I'm going to give you practical ways to reconnect with yourself, which also helped me the past over 15 years that I've been away from home and bouncing from countries to countries. The one thing you need is wellness tools for your cross-cultural clarity. And the very prioritized thing is daily grounding ritual. So maybe you start with one practice. Drink your traditional coffee or tea in the morning, which connects you back to your roots. Maybe listen to your music, your cultural musics, or your favorite music that you used to listen to. Or say a prayer in your mother tongue, which works exactly the same and perfectly depending on your preference. These things sound silly or maybe repetitive because we talk about it over fitness routines and all other stuffs. But really, those simple acts remind your body and your brain that you belong to something meaningful. The second tool is journaling or journal prompt. For example, who am I becoming? Can be your title. So as you evolve over the years, regardless of where you are, you would eventually evolve anyway, right? But experience this and just digest that experience, and then maybe write every week. Ask yourself, what parts of me are changing? What parts of me do I want to hold on to? We need to be selective of what to keep and what not. This is not about picking one identity over the other. It's about integrating your wholeness. The third tool that changed a lot for me as well is movement or breathwork for reals. Because regardless of where we are, life is going to throw away certain kind of tensions or that just causes so much stress. And when we carry cultural stress, it shows up in our bodies. So choose any type of movement. It can be yoga, it can be fitness, it can be biking, it can be just going for a walk, or any kind of sport that you want to challenge yourself with, maybe bike trails or snowboarding or any activity. Choose one and start doing it and keeping it as kind of a weekend activity. 5, deep belly breath while repeating certain kind of mantra in the morning would also do a lot of wonders for you. Maybe something you believe in, something you have read before, maybe saying just I'm enough and as I am, or just accepting yourself or accepting your culture or accepting the change you've made. So gentle movement or dance also to reconnect with joy and presence. I've had friends and family members join salsa classes in US, which helped them a lot. Also just enjoy, connect with other people as well. Also, the other activities is also just learning, for example, piano, which I did when I was in Durban. It was kind of creating a connection and also understanding different cultures. It kind of creates that creativity intensity at the same time, also just opens up your mind to a different world. And on top of that, with the activity in this breath work, you have a lot of stress and tension releasing going on. So Choose one and do it. The other thing is practicing letting go of perfectionism. This perfection, it can be at work or maybe just in the new culture to fit in, that you want to be perfect or pretend to be that you're from somewhere else, or even speaking in their own accent. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Let go of that perfectionism and just be yourself. You're stumbling on a word in a foreign language, then laughing and adjusting is the strategy here. One of the biggest blocks into well-being abroad is the presence and the pressure of this perfectionism. Sometimes we tend to feel like we must prove ourselves to belong there. We overwork, we overperform, we over-explain, we over-justify, or stay silent to avoid mistakes. But healing begins when you allow yourself to be human. Try this saying for yourself: I release the need to be perfect. I allow myself to grow slowly and with grace, and slowly adjust. Give it time and have grace for yourself. Remember, cultural fluency takes time, and you're allowed to learn. This is the next stage that is essential: rebuilding a sense of belonging wherever you are. Be a person who can adjust to things eventually. You can belong without fitting into a box. You can create a community wherever you are. Maybe join intercultural groups or workshops, or share your story on social media or a blog even. Connect with others going through the same experiences. You would be surprised what kind of amazing people you would meet and how they would help you. Belonging is built, not given. It is a practice of reaching out, listening, and being seen. So here are a couple of things I want to leave you with. If you don't take anything from this video, just take this. If you are living abroad or feeling lost in your identity, ground yourself daily, okay? And then don't forget to journal your evolving story. It's a journey, and don't be hard on yourself. Just breathe and release sometimes when stress happens, because it is inevitable. Let go of this need to be perfect or perfectionism, the way you talk, the way you work, the way you address things. And most of all, build connection on your own terms. You're not alone. You're not failing. You are becoming. In those moments, tell yourself, what helps me to feel like me again? And if no one else has told you today already or lately, you are doing amazing. Keep going. Drop me in the comments what you faced and how you tackled it, and share with friends and family members who are facing the same thing. Like, subscribe, and share as always, and check out the courses and the free ebooks on the link down below. See you on the next video.